used to say Ironman was an old guy game, and now it seems to be more of a young man's game. It's really cool to be back here 12 years. I mean, 2011 was the last time I raced, 2010 and 2011, and I would say I'm definitely a different athlete, different person for sure. And you know, we have 2 young kiddos in tow, and yeah, it's going to be really special to share this experience with them and just to kind of have a new experience myself. I would definitely say my ambitions are probably a little bit different than when I was younger and sort of that single-minded warrior focus, you know, of just trying to win the race. But I'm happy to be back here rather and you know, just to share that experience with my family and give my best on the day and see where I end up. I think it's going to be a great battle out there. And I keep thinking about those like videos you see of pilots landing planes in like really windy conditions. And I feel like that's kind of been like my preparation, where it's been a little bit wobbly and kind of different and crazy, but the idea is that, you know, when the moment comes to land, that, yeah, you get the plane nice and aligned and hopefully have a smooth landing. I mean, I think my objective really is to just cross the line feeling like I gave my best effort out there and that I was honest with myself. If I do that, then I'll be happy, and then I can just go hang out on the lake with my family.
Oh yeah, in Texas, for example, I thought of the song of Sia, you know, I'm unstoppable. So it's like, I'm unstoppable.
And what's the purpose of coming to Lake Placid?
Oh, I did, it was my first podium on Ironman 2 years ago, so a lot of emotions here. I hope I will do more on Sunday. So lots of good memories, and I love the courses, I love the crowd, so it's a great race. Oh, of course, I hope to get the Kona slot. There's only 2 slots, so it will be hard. A lot of strong women, like always. But yeah, I hope for a podium on Sunday too. It's one of the oldest races on the Ironman circuit, I think, like 25 years old. And it's so good to see everywhere, like Olympics, only this name, you know, Olympics. I will never be at the Olympic game, obviously, but it was one of my dreams. So of course there's a lot of history and a lot of magic here. So that's great to be in an Olympic place.
Put a lot of training in, you want to get out there and race, you know, you don't want to do all the training and then sit at home doing nothing and watching the races unfold on TV. Are you guys here for the run as well? Yeah. Oh, nice one. There's nothing like Nice, this one. There's no technical aspect to this course at all. Like, it doesn't even feel that hilly because a lot of the climbs, you just take so much speed into it. So it's a bit misleading when it says it's got like 6,500 feet of climbing, because I think a lot of it you can carry your speed up. There's only like there's one climb I think that's about 3k on this one, and a long drag up to Lake Placid. And other than that, it's just, I would say, gently rolling, fast course, like racing. I don't want to sit at home not doing anything. I want to make the most of the summer. Like, you know, I'm like a boxer that likes to stay active. You know, I like to mix it up. I like to get in there and throw some punches. Hopefully, Cody Beals, I think he'll be good on this one. Defending champion, isn't he? Ben Hoffman, you never know what you're going to get with him. Could be amazing, could not be. And Matt Hansen, I think like he's going to be pretty, like, bit of a threat. And it's an honest course as well. You know, like the bike course is challenging, the run course is challenging, so you're going to get the strongest person come out on top on the day.
You go into every race believing you can, but you never expect anything. Like, I went to school just north of here for college, actually, Crane School of Music at SUNY Potsdam. So yeah, I love this place. I feel like I've got unfinished business here. I'd love to put together a great day out there, but I think the most exciting part for me is just being able to race with the local community that I train with every day, the people that support me day in and day out. So many of them will be out there, and just that opportunity to share whatever the day may bring with them is pretty rewarding.
What's the unfinished business?
I mean, I've come in 4th and 3rd, so I guess something, you know, hopefully better than that. Like, I feel like I look at each race as just kind of not like, I mean, it's more than another training day, but at the same time, it's just another opportunity to like do your best, and that's what each day of training is. So that's what it really is for me. I see myself being a little behind out of the water. Not that that's ever the case. So, you know, it'll be just a good day of like trying to catch people and pick them off one at a time. That's the typical race strategy. So I'll roll with it for this weekend too. Hometown girl. I love it.
Hey, way to go. You left the cap on, I like that. I might actually try that. That's smart, you saved like 5 seconds in transition. Yes. Man, the anxiety has been high this week, but that's a really good sign. A pro told me a while ago, when you stop caring and you stop feeling anxious about races, it's time to retire, and I know I'm not there yet. I'm setting up another Ironman triple this summer, so I'm gonna hit Lake Placid, then Ironman Canada, then Maryland. It's 3 races in 8 weeks. Last year I hit 3 in 7 weeks and came away with 3 Ironman podiums. So I'm looking to improve upon that, starting with defending my title here. Anytime I have a chance to return somewhere to defend a title, that's always special. And then I agree with our race director here who said this is one of the top 3 venues in North America, 100%. I put it right up there with Mont Tremblant, tied for my favorite race. When I hit these North American races, I'm targeting a win, but it's gonna be really tough this year. This is probably the best field ever assembled at Ironman Lake Placid.
You're obviously a race favorite. A lot of fans are recognizing you. How does that feel?
I've grown to a point where I can enjoy it now. The first few times where I was defending a title, or trying to, that really, I internalized that as pressure, people coming up to me and recognizing me, and it's just, I kind of just want to be, you know, in my own private space. But now I can just see this positive energy they're giving me, and I can channel it any way I want.
I always come to my races to win. This is actually the first Ironman that I ever heard of in my life. When I first started as an adult athlete, I was up in Ottawa, and this was a popular race for all the Ottawa folks to come down to. So I have this love of like Ironman distance, and I spent about 5 years trying to tackle the distance, and last year it put it on the back burner to race a lot more gravel and 70.3, and this year I really wanted to get back to long distance. I feel like I'm a new me. I've just unlocked a couple of things in terms of like my training and my nutrition that feel a little bit next level, and I'm just like the happiest I've ever been in my life, and I think that really showed last year in my racing with 2 70.3 wins, and I'm here to see what I can do on the long distance and see if I can finally have one of those perfect long distance races.
I have nothing to lose, and definitely would love to walk away with another Ironman title here in Lake Placid. Yeah, the mental roller coaster, physical roller coaster, you kind of experience everything in Ironman. For me as a professional, I'm really racing. I'm not trying to finish. I'm not trying to tick a box. I'm out there giving it 100% racing. So that means at every point in the race I'm looking at where my competition is, looking at what's happening with time gaps. Are they going up? Are they going down? And depending on that, my mental frame might be positive or negative. Yeah, it's about how I deal with that information. In terms of Lake Placid, my preparation's been really good. I'd say for the last 4 or 5 weeks, totally uninterrupted and really solid. So I'm super happy with where my shape is for this race, and all the Ironmans I've done well at, like Mont Tremblant, South Africa, Frankfurt, Port Macquarie, Cairns, they're all hilly. So hilly bikes, hilly runs. Yeah, so that this race here fits the bill for me. And I think I've got what it takes to get over the line in first. So we'll see.
The goal is to Kona qualify. So that's what we're here for. I am Jessica Zace. I am living in Los Angeles right now, so I traveled cross country to enjoy the beautiful mountains of Lake Placid. Kona this year in particularly is so special for a couple reasons to me. The first is that one of my best friends, Natalie, she got her legacy slot this year. My coach Taryn, who's also one of my really dear friends, she got her slot at IMAZ last year. And so to be able to share Kona with them would just be, you know, it would be a lot. It would be a super special experience, and for it to be Kona Femmes, you know, all women at Kona, it'd be great to share the course with all these other amazing women. The other side of this is that back in 2019 when I started working with my first coach, I told her in an email that I wanted to race the World Championship before I finished grad school. So I'm a PhD student. It would just be really poetic if we could, you know, get that in before I finished. And then also, sadly, lost my coach in 2021. And so would really like to do this to kind of honor her and finish, you know, what we started.